Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some pretty good and pretty exciting news when it comes to Nintendo. Now, as I'm sure you guys know, we've been having a pretty big and ever-longing Nintendo Switch 2, Super Switch, whatever you're going to go call it, Switch Pro, and as well, we also have some really big announcements too, because Nintendo just got done with their stockholder meeting, so we have a lot of big internal information in terms of sales, game sales, and as well, some even bigger drama too when it comes to the next iteration of the Switch. So I'm going to go talk about this because, well, overall, this is kind of all around really fun news for me and something I'm kind of excited for. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have all the How links down below, which are just Best Buy links for the hashtag ad, but there's a bunch of really cool games up on their sale, all linked down below. You know, the Twitter and Twitch room too as well. If you guys like to follow, probably live up on Twitch, and let's go and dive on into the video itself. So, we're going to talk about like some Switch 2 stuff really quick, but I first and foremost want to highlight probably one of the bigger announcements that we had a chance to go and see is that Nintendo is now in the process of making a live-action Zelda movie. Following the huge success of the Mario movie, Nintendo is now planning to make a film based on The Legend of Zelda. Now, this can kind of go either good or really bad. I'm not usually the biggest fan of live action. I've seen some really, really horrible anime, especially live action adaptations, and they're always, most of the time, horrible. Or if you guys want to go remember Avatar, the movie, you guys want to go even look at the most recent One Piece, which actually had pretty okay receptions, it's sometimes not the best. Although, of all things, Zelda actually would make a lot of sense in terms of the characters, casting, storyline, everything else in between. Now, some things might be a little bit harder to do a live action on, let's say like, Metroid type style game. It'd be really hard to have Samus as a character, at least in my opinion. But something like Zelda is, well, think like Lord of the Rings type style. We have the environments, we have the worlds, we have the character, we have the casting, and a little bit of special effects. It actually might turn out really good. But right now, this is actually kind of the big news for over here before we get into console news, where Nintendo's foray into movies isn't stopping anytime soon. The company has confirmed that it's working on a live-action adaptation of The Legend of Zelda. The movie will be directed by Wes Ball, best known for the Maze Runner trilogy and the upcoming Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Zelda creator Shigeru Miyamoto will serve as a producer, much as he did on this year's animated Super Mario Bros. Movie. He'll be producing alongside Avi Arad. This is Miyamoto, and I've been working on the live-action film of The Legend of Zelda for many years now with Avi Arad, who has produced many mega-hit films, in a nice little statement posted on X. We might be waiting for a while for the movie, however, Miyamoto said it will take some time until its completion, but I hope you will look forward to seeing it. So it's kind of the one really big news too as well. What I want to know, first and foremost at the top of this video, is this something you guys are kind of, well, excited about? Is this something you guys would want to go watch? We don't have that many more news and details, but we kind of want to go talk about it. With the part 2, in case you guys are curious as well, we had a lot of big news when it came to the Switch as of today. So basically right now, the Nintendo Switch has passed over 132 million units sold, alongside now the Tears of the Kingdom and Pikmin 4 results. Nintendo right now has been doing very, very well. Though a lot of folks are kind of in this awkward looming news, waiting for the next Switch 2, Super Switch, or whatever, mainly because as of right this second, the consoles are, well, it's lacking, and a lot of people are waiting for it. We've had some really good information and news about the consoles too, and expected maybe still for 2024. We don't know 100%, we're kind of waiting for it, we're not 100% there, but a lot of folks are still waiting for it. But right now, they had a really, really good, basically software and hardware sale. So the news came from the Nintendo's fiscal year of 2024 second quarter financial results, which ended actually as of September 30th. In fact, they learned that the Switch has officially reached 132 million units sold, which is ridiculous. That's nuts. Because basically, Nintendo DS was at 154 million units sold, and, well, the PlayStation 2 is at 158. So, depending on how much longer the console goes and how this holiday season ends, we actually might go and see all those numbers maybe being broken. Although another 25 million this late into the console life cycle with a lot of Switch 2 rumors might be kind of hard to go and see. So, it kind of ends depending on how they're going to do this as well. And they're also saying, too, that Nintendo said in February of last year that it's only halfway through its life cycle, and the company will continue to support it out long after the next gen console as well. Because a lot of folks are also rumored that's going to be a cross-gen console, so a Switch 2 and Switch could also be utilized. That's not confirmed, though, and some people are saying kind of go 50-50. As of right now, the Tears of the Kingdom hit 19.5 million units sold, which is insane. Pikmin 4 is at 2.6 million units sold, too, as well. And on top of that, too, the Mario Bros. Movie, which came out in April, had a very positive impact on sales of all the Mario-related titles, and as well, we also had the most recent Mario game come out not too long ago. Sales of other titles also continue to grow steadily, bringing the total number of million seller titles during this period to 16, including all the other games too as well. So another big thing is the hardware is doing good. So the OLED model and Switch Lite are up to 2.4% year over year at 6.84 million units, and this breaks down to 1.25 million standard Switch units and 4.69 million OLED units and 0.9 million Switch Lite consoles too as well. And the sales are actually up to as well for software at 97.08 million units on top of that. So it's been going crazy. And at the same time, too, it's kind of funny because it doesn't seem like a lot of folks are kind of even concerned about the Nintendo next generation. We actually heard some pretty big drama stating that Nintendo is actually trying to dispute these rumors too as well, talking about the fact that they don't assume a console could be coming, although a lot of leaks might be thinking for early 2024. So basically, as of right now, here's are the best console sales, with the Nintendo Switch as at 132 million, Game Boy at 118 million, Wii at 100 million, Game Boy Advance at 81, the 3DS at 75, and the Wii U only at 13 million. And the best-selling games are still Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Animal Crossing at 43 million, Smash Bros at 32, Breath of the Wild at 31, Mario Odyssey at 27, Pokemon Sword and Shield and Violet around like 50 million together, Super Mario Party at 20 million, which is insane. I never thought that was really that good, and all from there. But some of the bigger news, though, is that we're actually now seeing Nintendo disputing the Switch 2 rumors, saying either there is like credible evidence. Apparently there has been rumors as well with people already getting their consoles in hand, and on top of that too as well, the fact that this also was leaked in that really big PlayStation versus Xbox court documents, and these are all the unsealed court docs pretty much confirming that the console will be coming soon. Once again, the 2024 release date is expected. So rumors of the Nintendo Switch successor has been circulating all year, and reports of private demos for developers at this year's Gamescom and Activision getting briefed on the device only fueled the fire. Despite this, Nintendo pinky swears it will never actually showed its next console, known colloquially as the Switch 2, anywhere, according to the president himself. So the president's basically trying to go put this whole rumor and call it out and be like, yeah, this is not even real. So Japanese outlet Mainichi reports that Furukawa denies Nintendo showcase the device to partners at public events or private meetings with game companies. But thanks to the FTC versus Microsoft court case that took place earlier this year, there were actually unsealed legal documents and emails confirming the company was in contact with Activision about the next console, and also comparing the power level 2, which we actually did make a few videos on, if you guys remember that. So it's more likely that Nintendo doesn't want to publicly announce it, which would make a lot of sense because they don't want to have the current console sales kind of falter if they're like, hey guys, in 2024 we're gonna be selling a brand new Switch, and you guys just saw through all the actual numbers, well, they want to kind of maintain those. They want to try to go beat the PlayStation 4, 2, 5, PlayStation 6 if they can. So it does kind of seem like they're trying their best to go and X-nay all the Switch news and be like, hey yo, this is not gonna be good. Don't buy it. Like, we're not gonna have a new console for 4 years, but it might still come out tomorrow. But the one type of thing too is, I think it's a little bit scummy because obviously if you have like a lot of kids and adults on this one, do you really want to have like little Jimmy buying a Switch and then there's a Switch 2 announced like 4 months later if the early 2024 release date is expected? That's not confirmed, but it is a little bit of a move from Nintendo. And they also go and say too is, well, we also don't know if there is gonna be backwards capability or not, and that once again makes things harder because it basically, if the current Switch is supported for multiple years and then the Switch 2 is also supporting for crossplay, it's not as bad, but if it kind of goes and makes that major jump with new technology or AR technology, it'll be more on the different side. And to kind of wind down this video too as well, a lot of folks are rumoring a 2024 release date for this next upcoming Switch. Even going and saying the development seems like it's progressing well, but a product launch won't happen before next spring at the earliest, for all these leaker sources stating. And as well, we also have factory people who are saying that they've been working on consoles and building up stock for it. We're also hearing a lot of rumors too as well, where people are kind of bringing up and discussing the fact that there's going to be like, brand new AR technology and brand new cameras integrated into the consoles themselves to have this next level vibe, and also having the price point console at around the $400 mark instead of everything else. There's a lot of big leaks too, as you just mentioned, with Activision discussing the fact that the console was looking to be around a $400 price point, so slightly more expensive and a little bit more, well, worse, I'd say, quote unquote, than all the other consoles we've kind of been looking for. Now, I think at the end of the day, it's fine. I think I'm okay with consoles having a price increase, inflation, parts, etc., and better hardware, but at the same time, too, the fact that Nintendo is even saying, hey, yo, this is not going to happen anytime soon is a very, very intriguing thing. So I want to hear all of your thoughts and comments, because quite a bit. Like, I want to watch the Zelda movie. Seems fun. The Mario movie had good reception, although it has to be pretty good. Like, live action's mediocre. The sales been going phenomenal for the Switch, surprisingly, even though the hardware is all old. And, of course, the Switch 2, I want it to happen sooner rather than later, so I can actually go play some brand new games. If you guys want to, check out all the HODL links down below, hashtag ad, hashtag Best Buy partner, and of course, it's all just really good games out there. We'll have some more good Best Buy deals soon. We have the Twitter and Twitch room, probably live up on Twitch right now, in case you guys are bored. We have all the nice little Amazon links too as well, and I appreciate y'all so much for watching here in the first place.